Hi and welcome, good morning. This fine Monday morning, a little bit chilly again here in Swaziland. I'm actually sitting here, I think I'm shivering at the moment. So I'll try and do this check-in on self-esteem this morning, and it's going to be one of my last ones, probably today or tomorrow. But there's a couple of things that I've noticed over the weekend that I just wanted to share, particularly from this morning. So start on a low and then I think we can move up to a high. So starting, one of the things I've noticed, before I say that, isn't it interesting how it's always easier to pick up on the negative? Yeah, not a good thing. So one of the things I've noticed this morning was that I have to send a message to a friend of mine to say that I'm not able to make an appointment for the second time. So I cancelled, I had to change the time and the date last week, and I'm having to reschedule again this week. And something I sort of touched on Friday was the fact that when we do something that is deep and meaningful to us, then that boosts our self-esteem. So the opposite of that is true, I guess. So this morning, one of the things I don't like to do is let people down. If I make a commitment, I like to stick to the commitment. And it's something I've always taught my kids, and it's something that I try to do. So if I make a commitment, I try to stick to it. And so me having to go back and say for the second time, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel my commitment, doesn't sit well, and it makes me feel like I'm doing something really wrong. And there's a voice inside my head that's saying that. So the good thing about that is I recognize it. And so now I've made the decision. I have a choice. Nobody's putting a gun to my head and saying, okay, you can't make this appointment. But I realize because of circumstances, I am choosing to do something different. And so that is helping. So I'm receiving that this morning. That's what I'm going to walk in. I'm making that choice. And that actually frees you up. It's quite amazing. And then the second thing this morning was I was sitting here for a little while and trying to come up with this idea. Again, last week I started this and I've only done it once. Coming up with 2 or 3 things that I like about myself. So I was sitting here, and the whole time I'm sitting here, I'm thinking, okay, well, what can I say? Okay, well, I quite like my eyes, blue eyes. And I'm thinking, yeah, but as I'm getting older, they're getting quite narrow and squidgy. Okay, I like my skin. Okay, well, as you're getting older. And so the conversation inside my head has continued. So ladies, take note when these conversations come in your head. Notice it. Do something about it. So I have a choice this morning to say, I really like my blue eyes and I have fabulous skin for my age, and I embrace that. And that little voice inside my head that keeps saying, yes, but, is getting a boot this week. And so that's one of the big things, and I've noticed it today. It's not the first time. And so it's been a really great week for me, taking time out and just thinking about my self-esteem. Because when this little voice comes, it pulls you down. It doesn't boost you up, it pulls you down. And as soon as you hear that voice saying, yes, but, in my head anyway, it's time to take notice of it and do something about it. So that's kind of been my journey this week so far. Very useful for me. I hope it triggers something inside of you. Start noticing when you get that little voice, whatever it says inside your head, and choose to do something about it. Don't let it get away with pulling you down. Tackle it. Do something about it. Okay, have a fantastic week. Be the best you can be. Bye.